You're listening to The Money Hour with your host, Tina Mitchell, and co-host Keelan Harvey on Alternative Talk AM 1150. Now, back to the show with local mortgage experts Tina Mitchell and Keelan Harvey.
Welcome back to the Money Hour at 1150 AM KKNW, the Saturday, February 15th show. I am your host, Tina Mitchell.
And I'm your co-host, Keelan Harvey.
We are local mortgage experts. We are here to help you build a strong financial blueprint, 1 week and one show at a time. If you're hearing our show at a different time or day, you are listening to a rebroadcast, but we're here to connect you with the guests that we have on the show today. You can call the show at 1-855-400-1150. Again, that's 1-855-400-1150 or online at themoneyhour.com. You can also catch us on podcast. In studio, first time that we've had her in studio is Mary Maas of CEO Space International, best kept secret of business owner to reach their big, hairy goal. Mary, thank you so much for joining us today. Very excited to have a conversation with you.
Thank you, Tina.
And a little bit about, you have a radio voice. You got a nice deep voice. A little bit about Mary Maas. Left Tucson, Arizona after receiving a BSBA from University of Arizona to move to Seattle the day Mt St Helens erupted. That could be a great story. Mary has been married for 30 years and has 2 grandsons. She has a long history of working B2B and is especially passionate about seeing hardworking, risk-taking business owners reach new heights. Mary has worked in high-tech, real estate investing, energy conversation, wellness, legislative research, and witnessed and experienced the inner and external challenges business owners face. As club president of CEO Space International, Mary is excited to have found a solution to whatever holds a business owner back from achieving their vision. She is a seeker of uncomfortable truth with owners to give them clarity on the obstacles and what they cost and open them to better solutions.
Mary, let's start right out of the gate with, tell us more about this CEO Space.
Well, CEO Space, Kellen, is the top-rated business accelerator for helping business owners grow their business and reach their vision and their goals just years and years sooner.
So, Mary, let's talk about CE Space and what CE Space is for.
Well, maybe I should answer probably who CEO Space is for might be a better way to put it, I guess. But CEO Space is it's for high-achieving business owners who they know what they want. They're hungry for what they want. They don't give up easily. And they're frustrated, though, because something's standing in their way.
I love business accelerator. That's a great term. How does CEO Space help business owners specifically?
Well, honestly, it helps business owners in a lot of different ways, so I'll pick a few of my favorites. First of all, it brings like-minded individuals together 5 times a year in an environment it's of cooperation and reciprocity, and that's for experiential learning from some subject experts in various fields to help business owners overcome challenges that are slowing down their growth. And then another way that it helps people, I guess, is that there are a lot of, I guess you'd say, quote unquote, experts out there. But what I love about CEO Space is that they are vetted subject matter experts that are just killing it in their field. And you get to spend one-on-one personalized time with them to improve your plans and overcome your challenges and improve your strategies. And another thing, I guess the last thing I'll mention, there's so many, but it's important, one more thing, is that business owners, they receive continual education and better resources from the mentors and really the whole community to keep them current and ahead of the curve, because markets and technologies are changing faster than ever, and leaders who don't keep up and keep ahead of the curve will be lost. And the founder of CEO Space even wrote a book called Super Change. And it's out now as of this month on Amazon and bookstores. Highly recommend it.
You just touched on 2 of my core practices in my One-Time Your Business coaching program, or 2 of my mind shifts, and one of them is embracing your failures. And so really, I've heard you talked about challenge, and challenges really are opportunities. So if you follow those challenges, they're leading you to the opportunities. And then change, that's taking the hard road for most people, because that's one of my mind shifts. Take the hard road, which represents change. And it's difficult for people, but once you get in the habit of that, it will lead you to easy street. So it's so great great that you've put together an organization to help foster in that. So let's talk about what CEO Space, what problems that they're solving.
Well, we solve just a wide variety of problems. It depends on where each business owner is. It's like we're all at different phases and points of growth in our business, but we face similar challenges. And so we want to understand, where are you in your business? Where do you want to go? And what's standing in your way? Like, do you need contacts or capital or better distribution or improved leadership, or do you need to install some new core systems? So we match those challenges, as we're calling them, with people who have the solutions, whether it's knowledge or contacts, to move your business forward.
And what better way to gain leverage than have people that have boots on the road and are in the same challenges than you, where you can learn from people out of experience, which you can't replace experience because they're experiencing every day. Those are your peers. Let's talk a little bit about what separates CEO Space from other business environments.
Well, absolutely, to what you just said. And, what really separates CEO Space is the community. And it's designed with networking activities that help develop relationships faster and in ways that break down barriers, and whether you're an introvert or an extrovert. So we attract people, who want to make a difference in other people's lives. And it's mentors who care enough to volunteer to sit down and understand what's happening in your business. And they're just passionate about helping you succeed. Can I just add one other
of course
thing?
you
It's
can.
kind of important about what separates them is that you actually have all the experts and resources and contacts and everything you need to grow your business years faster in one room. And that, together with, the speed with which you develop relationships, it accelerates your business like nothing else. I just wanted to add that. Thank you.
Love that. So let's talk about somebody that wants to get involved. When's the best time to do that, Mary?
Well, once you learn about CEO Space and you're that high-achieving business owner and, and you have the drive for your business to take it to the next level, then the organization will personalize the tools and resources that are required to help each person specifically with their business. And a good time is when your resources that you have, in your current circle won't take you to a new level. It's like when you have tried something and failed and you just haven't figured out how to get past the learning curve. And so, you're ready to invest in some new solutions and resources. And so, when you see that you're where you are in your growth and what you're looking to accomplish, and in reality, you need a new environment to expand those resources and thinking and knowledge bank and contacts.
And wouldn't it be true, too, Mary, that a great time, if you're at the top of your game and you think that you know everything, there's always room to level up. And that could be a really great opportunity that you want to get with people that are a step higher in areas that you may need growing, and could be a great time as well.
Absolutely, as long as you recognize you need that help.
Yeah, that's very true.
So, Mary, I'm going to be a devil's advocate here. Who can CEO Space not help?
All right. Well, you kind of just touched on it. It's like
You
people
just said
who,
it. People that don't think that they need it.
Well, yeah, I knew one of us did. No, people who are content and satisfied with the help that they're getting now, and as long as it's taking them where they want to go and, when they want to be there. And another thing, I guess, is that startups are not ideal if they have no experience. Ideally, they have an existing business or it's a startup with experience.
So you're really looking for people that can come and contribute at a high level as they're receiving.
It's all about reciprocity.
Yes, love that. So let's talk about the legacy of CEO Space.
It's a couple of words. The legacy is cooperative capitalism. And for 35 years, the founder learned the hard way that competition can destroy lives and can destroy businesses. And CEO Space teaches a better way through cooperative relationships. So it's not like you don't have to lose for me to win. Everybody's lifted. And so, but it entails transparency and accountability. And we work in transparency. I mean, the background checks that we do on our faculty, they're posted online. And so we're accountable who we're working with and for our agencies. And cooperation versus competition, it ripples through the rest of your life into your intimate relationships like your family and your friends. So, we find ways to collaborate and cooperate. It's a new way of living, with another person in cooperation, versus the dog-eat-dog competition with another person, which is just kind of insanity, really. So cooperative capitalism just allows doors of communication to open that are just otherwise closed and guarded.
Yeah, when you use the word I was thinking of, because I always talk about collaboration versus being competitive. And when you look at any leader in their space, they come from a place of collaboration.
Absolutely. They should.
So, Mary, you mentioned faculty. So can you tell us a little bit about who the faculty is and a little bit about maybe credentials and why are they chosen to be faculty?
Great question there, yeah. Now, our faculty they're vetted subject matter experts, as I mentioned, and they worked in a wide range of industries, including, high tech and financial and commercial goods and retail and nonprofit and government and transportation and hospitality and a whole lot more. And to give you an example, some of the companies that our faculty members work with are like IBM and Pfizer and the Salvation Army and AT&T and Apple and Inc. and Merrill Lynch and, Domino's Pizza and Blue Shield. I mean, you get the idea of the caliber of that they're playing in, the people. So they're chosen based on their experience in scaling companies and on their heart to care about and to help and contribute to entrepreneurs behind them. They give knowledge, they give insights, ideas, aha moments. And they have background checks and, so that, to check that they are who they say they are and that they produce the results even that they say they do. And so our investigators have found nothing to concern you in working with our faculty.
Yeah, well, Mary, thank you so much for coming in. It's really great to share CEO Space International with our listeners. And as talking with you before we stepped into studio, I'm definitely going to look in to coming by and visiting myself. If you want to connect with Mary, call the show at 1-855-400-1150 or go online at themoneyhour.com. Coming up next on The Money Hour, live a wisely, fierce, and fit life. We have Laura Mack, Quist of Mack, Attack Fit Life, right here at 1150 AM KKNW after this short break.